My name is Lukas Traxel. I'm a bass player originally from Switzerland, Altdorf, Canton Uri, but now living in Berlin. I've been a freelance musician, freelance double bass player for over 10 years.
My name is Kristin Berardi and I'm from Australia. I've been living in Switzerland for the last 5 years. I moved here to take a teaching job at HSLU in Lucerne, and so I teach jazz voice there, do concerts and gig, and yeah, that's me. I haven't been to Schaffhausen before, but Lukas said that he's played the festival before and he was saying how lovely it is and it'll be a great gig, so that immediately made me kind of excited to go to this place.
It feels like a big community gathering. It's not this separated audience artists, like you go through in the backstage and you don't want to be with the audience, and it's like a separate thing. That's also not what we're looking for. It's more, it's an entity. No, entity. That's the word.
That is a word. Let's use that.
Let's use that. Yeah, no, it's the audience is really part of the concert in Schaffhausen. I feel like it's really part of the festival. It's giving a lot of feedback during the concert, after the concert, during the whole festival. So yeah, that's what I really appreciate about the audience in Schaffhausen.
Yeah, I hope to go with a similar intention every time to connect, but also I think when you do receive some of that warmth back or some feedback or like a smile or someone's really looking at you, or you can hear them sigh or they laugh at something that we laugh at, like I think that invites us to be even more daring or even more vulnerable or even more, like take more risks, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, it's always a dialogue, and it influences each other. The audience influences us, we influence the audience, and it's like a conversation.
For me, I think I spent the first part of my career not paying as much attention to the relationships always with other people. I was very focused on the music only, and not in all cases, but in some cases I was having to shut part of myself off then in the music, or even just on the stage, perhaps not in the music, but on the stage. And what I like about getting a bit older and hopefully a bit more secure with who I am, I'm trying to align myself with people who like me just as me as well, and then I feel like I'm just a bit freer to express more fully and more deeply. Sometimes that results in some silliness, but I've accepted my fate, and hopefully, for me at least, it feels more natural and keeps me, I guess, giving from that authentic place.
It's not a necessary condition that you like each other off stage and that you have a good time off stage. For me, it's really, the worst thing is like also in the feedback of the audience or in any like relationship between humans. The worst is if there's nothing happening, if there's no resistance, if there's no tension, no love, nothing. So that would be the worst. But I'm very happy that we get along so well off stage, because it's a big part. Like waiting and sitting around and traveling is a big part of the job. So it definitely makes it nicer if you get along and if you're having a good time and if you can connect on that level as well. I mean, you gotta obviously train your ears or have good ears first of all and be able to catch up on things. But after that, for me personally, it's just about putting music above everything, because the only thing that can get in the way of this kind of communication is the ego. yeah, the fact that someone could put themselves over music, but otherwise it just takes two people, in this case in a duo setting, willing to create music together. It's that simple, as simple as that for me.
I think probably most people who are endeavouring to get really good at something are going to have a time where it's very intensive and you go deeply into so many aspects of it. And then it's about hoping to, for me, it's also about keeping the magic of it, the gratitude of it. No matter how further along the road I get, I still want to keep the gratitude that I have a gig and I get to play with Lukas and I have another opportunity to sing. I think that keeps me grounded and grateful, and again, yeah, like you said, like having the ego like where it should be, which is on the sidelines, so that we can just serve the music together. And